Hi, this video is going to show you how to use the add-on called Digital Badges. The first thing you need to do before you do anything else is you need to make your badges. So create yourself some images which can be your digital badges. For example, here's just one that I've made which is additional programming language, but you can make any badges at all you like. Put them into a folder and make sure you share that folder with anyone can view it or anyone in your domain can view it, and therefore when you add the badges they'll work properly. Next you need to set up your Google Sheet. So go to add-ons and get add-ons, and the add-on you're looking for is called Digital Badges. So if I type it in, that one there, so we add that digital badge. Let's just allow pop-ups. Right, now once we've done that, it should add the digital badges, gives us a little menu, tell us what we need to do. So we go to add-ons, digital badges, and we launch it. What this does is it copies across two worksheets that you'll need. In actual fact, this sheet 1 is no longer needed, so we can get rid of sheet 1. Now we have our pupil details and we have our badge details. Now the badge details, in order to do this, what we need is we need to, for example, give it a name. So second programming language. And then the badge ID, if I show you this, so we go to where the badge is saved. If you right click, you can get shareable link. If you copy that link and then paste it in, what you need is the end bit. So after ID equals, you can delete the rest. Because it's in your drive, it will know where to get those badges from. Okay. Now the pupil details, what we need to do next is we insert the first badge here, so it's second programming language. If we make that, I'll just make that bigger. Now you can add as many badges as you like going along here, and as many badges as you like going here, but you have to make sure they correlate. So the order they are in here, it matches the order they go across here. And then all you need is a name, and obviously you can import lots of classes, an email address, and then a class is quite important. Class will assign the name, so I'll just put 7x, that's the name of this class. Now there is all set up ready to go, so what I can actually do is you put a Y in there to assign a badge, but actually if I load the add-on menu, I need to do a couple of things first. First thing I need to do is generate drive folders, and this will generate folders in your Google Drive to store all of this. So press generate drive folders, and it will make a folder originally for the main program, and then it will make folders for every pupil you've got listed. So I've made one folder because I've only got one pupil listed. Then if I go back to my Google Drive, let's close that one off, go back to my drive, you will see there is a new folder called Digital Badges Folders. If I go into that, it's made one new folder because I've only got one folder, one pupil listed, but you would also have all the other folders listed if you added more. At any point, you can add another one. So actually, if I add another one, let's put 2, use the same email address, and let's put 7y, and then I generate drive folders again. It doesn't do the original folder again because that's done, but it's added another folder. So I can actually go now and check, and now I've got this other folder here. There's no badges in any of them yet, but what I can do is I'll leave the first one in a badge, but I won't do the next one. And I will tick to send email so you can see what that looks like. And I'm going to assign a badge. So what it will do, it'll go through every possible place there's a Y, and it will copy across the correct badge to that folder. So it's successfully copied one badge. So if I go to that first folder, there should be a badge inside, and it's there already. Now this is really useful if you've got Google Sites set up, and actually the pupils have access to this folder as well. You can't see it because it's my email address, but it would be a shared folder with the pupil as well. So the pupil has access to this folder that's stored on your account, and they can embed it into a digital portfolio or just have it in their Google Drive so they can see what badges they've been assigned. At any point, you can add in more Ys to copy those folders, just assign badges again. I haven't shown the email, so I'll show you that next. So it then goes copied, brilliant, go back to that folder, go into there, and there's the second badge in there. So this will work for as many times as you want, many folders as you want, many badges as you want as well. If I show you the example email, congratulations, because you're at hard work, you've learned a new badge. To see the folder, click here. and that will open up the folder that is shared with the pupil. A couple of things you should know as well. There's a couple of extra buttons here as well. One is rename folders. So if for whatever reason a pupil changes their name or they change the class, you can actually rename their folder so it matches. So for example, at the moment this is Huel State 2. If I change it to 3, press rename folders, the system will check through all the names and check if anything has changed. If it's changed, it will rename that folder. So if I go back to my digital badges folder, we now see it's renamed that folder. And it'll also rename the class as well. So if we go back again, let's change this to 7U, rename folders, and let's rename one of them. So then we go back to here, and you can see it's just renamed that folder. So it can be very useful. This could be used as a year rollover. So if they all change for the next year, you could change all the classes, etc., etc. Or you can start again. It's up to you how you want to do it. The other thing I want to show you is actually how you embed this into a digital portfolio as well. So I've made a quick Google site. Here's a demo site, and you can get the pupils to do this as well as the teacher. You could do it for them. But if you insert from Google Drive, the pupils have access to their digital badges folder, and so do you. So if I choose this digital badges folder and I insert it, you can see it goes onto the page and it will show the badge. Now, it doesn't look very good like that. So one thing you should always get them to do is change it to a grid view. That's much better. And also, you can make this obviously bigger. And as they get more badges, they will populate through the site. And it's just a great way to show them their digital badges and keep them there as well. So, and then you can obviously get them to publish with a domain, etc. The final thing you can do is reset the worksheet. So this is if you just want to clear everything off, start again, you hit reset worksheet. So we'll unlink the worksheet from any existing Drive folders and you start again. Are you sure you want to do it? Yes. So you do that, and what it has now done is it's reset the worksheet. It hasn't removed anything on here. It hasn't removed anything on here. And it hasn't actually removed the original folders, which are here. They're still there. However, I will delete them in a minute because I'll get rid of them. So I can just delete them from there if I want to get rid of them. But what the reset button does is it allows you to generate folders again. So to start all over again, it will generate the original folder. It will then generate 2 folders. There we go, 2 folders have been generated. And if I go back to my Drive, you can see the folders back. The 2 folders have been generated. There will be no badges in them. Okay, even though it says it's copied here, it hasn't actually copied because we haven't done that. But if I put in a Y in both, turn off the email because I don't want any more emails, assign the badges, it will copy, it'll tell me it was copied, it's done 2. Now just so you know as well, it will only do 100 badges at a time. You can just do as many times as you want, but it will time out, so it will just do 100 badges, and then it will say you've done 100 badges, and you just have to press assign badges again in order to make it finish and do the rest. Okay, so you can do more than 100, but you have to press it a couple of times to make it work. If you get stuck, there is also the help button as well, which basically leads you to a brief tutorial of how to use the system, but there is also a link to a more detailed Google Doc, which I try and keep updated as well. So that's Digital Badges add-on.